Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of On the Glass. Um, Normally, on this channel, we talk about games and things that are going on in sports, try to break it down, try to make heads or tails of it, try to come up with a best possible case scenario, the winner of a game based on statistics, and kind of try to have some fun. Never in my wildest imagination, never in a million years would I have believed that when I started this channel, I would be talking about something like this. I've kind of put this video off all day long because I really didn't know what to say. I didn't know how I wanted to address it going forward. I had no idea what I wanted to say. So I've kind of put it off and put it off and put it off. And as you can tell, normally I'm in a better background or whatever the case may be. But this time I'm sitting on my couch and I still got the TV on watching coverage. And I'm wearing my Lakers shirt. If you guys watched the very first episode of On the Glass, I told everybody my favorite teams. And when it came to the NBA, I said I was a Knicks fan and I kept a close eye on the Los Angeles Lakers. And the reason that I keep a close eye on the Lakers is for one reason and one reason only. That reason was Kobe Bryant. And today, at about noon, a little later than that, 1 o'clock ish, I read a Facebook post that said Kobe had died in a helicopter crash. Now, this is the year 2020, and social media sometimes is less than accurate when it comes to reporting celebrity deaths. So whenever I see one reported, I immediately go to Google and I type in the person's name to see. And what I saw when I hit enter on Google, I did not think was going to happen. I thought it was just another celebrity Facebook death hoax. And this one wasn't. It is almost midnight. And a little over 24 hours ago, Kobe Bryant sent a tweet out to LeBron James congratulating him on passing him on the all-time scoring list in the NBA. The world was talking about Kobe Bryant again, and they had been, they had been talking about him all day long. His lasting impact on the game, his legacy related to the game. And then 12 hours later, Kobe Bryant is no longer with us. And I would just like to say, first and foremost, that my heartfelt, sincerest condolences go out to the other people of that helicopter that were in that helicopter. There was 9 people that woke up this morning going about their daily routine, whatever that may be, and they left the house much like they had done many other times, I assume. Told their loved ones that they loved them and they'd see them later, and they boarded a helicopter. And they had no idea that that was the end for them. It was a surreal. It's gotta be a surreal experience that they're gone from something that they had done before. Kobe had been taking a helicopter for years to and from the Staples Center. He had done it hundreds of times, probably thinking nothing about it. And when he left his house today, it was the final time that he left his house. The most heart-wrenching part of the story to me was Kobe was there with his daughter, and there was another family there with theirs as well. As a father myself, I never could quite grasp this until about 4 years ago. But you have this innate, just like burning desire and just feeling within you as a parent that nothing is going to hurt your child, that you would lay down your own life in the blink of an eye, drop of a hat for your child. And today, Kobe and another group of people were forced into a situation where they probably knew that their death was forthcoming, and they had to hold their kids tight and try to tell them that everything was going to be okay, knowing there was nothing that they could do to stop the situation from happening. And that is just a punch in the gut, absolutely heart-wrenching stuff when you stop and think about it. I've just been sitting looking at my kids today, and I couldn't imagine being in that situation. Couldn't imagine it. And my heart breaks for Kobe and the other family. And my heart is especially broken for Kobe's wife and his other kids. Not only did they lose a husband today, not only did they lose a father today, but she lost a daughter, a 13-year-old daughter with her whole life in front of her, and they lost their sister. And when you stop and think of it like that, it's gut-wrenching stuff. It hurts. It hurts bad. And to be quite honest, I've been in shock about it all day long. Kobe Bryant was the heir apparent to Michael Jordan when Jordan left the league for the second time. I remember watching Kobe in either his rookie season or his second season in the All-Star Dunk Contest. And I remember thinking, wow, this kid's going to be special. I say kid, but he was older than me. This guy's going to be special. And then to mimic Michael Jordan the way he did, he ran the same. His shot form was the same. He wore his elbow thing in the exact same spot that Jordan did. It was uncanny. Uncanny. And as a kid, I loved Michael Jordan. And when Kobe burst onto the scene and started doing his thing, everybody started talking about how he was the next Jordan. And Jordan was still freshly retired, so that kind of hurt a little bit, and I refused to believe it, and I kind of rooted hard against Kobe and the Lakers. But then I started watching, and I was like, man, it's like Michael never left. I mean, everybody went from like Mike, if I could be like Mike, to every time they shot a basketball in the park or wadded paper up in school and threw it in the trash bin, yelling, Kobe. That's what we went to, guys. If you're my age range, that was our childhood. That was our youth. And today we lost a piece of our youth. We lost a phenomenal athlete. The man has won NBA MVP, NBA scoring titles. He's been on NBA first team defenses, NBA All Star appearances, a lot of them to count. And then NBA Finals MVP, League MVP, scored 81 points in a game that he probably could have got 100 if he would have actually tried. Scoring 60 points in his last game as a Laker. The man was phenomenal on the court. I've seen people online today talking about he was gun. No, he wasn't. Kobe Bryant was just hell-bent and determined to win at all cost. That's what he was. He was a win at all cost. I don't care what I got to do. I will put these other 13 guys on my back and carry them to the finish line, but we are going to win this game. Nobody outworked Kobe Bryant. Nobody. I saw Jay Williams on ESPN earlier, and he told a story of his rookie year when he went to Staples to play Kobe for the first time. And he decided he was going to go to Staples real early and get some shots up because he was stoked for this game to be playing against Kobe Bryant. So he went to Staples. He gets to Staples, walks out onto the floor. Guess who's already there and has been there? Kobe Bryant. He said Kobe was working out like a madman. Jay said, there's no way this guy's going to be able to play well tonight with as hard as he's working. And Kobe lit him up. Jay worked out for an hour and a half, he said, and was going to leave, and Kobe was still there putting in work. He was there before Jay Williams. He left after Jay Williams and had a game that night. Then Williams told the story that they're after the game, going to do handshakes or whatever, he sought Kobe out. And he was like, man, why were you working so hard? And Kobe told him, because I wasn't going to let you outwork me. That is phenomenal stuff. You can't develop that. That's something that you have to be born with. There has to be a burning desire within you to just be better than everybody. Everybody. Just nobody will outwork you. And Kobe Bryant had that. I don't even think Michael Jordan had that, guys. I don't. Because even as great as Michael was, Michael still had time to go drinking and go gambling. Kobe Bryant was working on his game all the time. All the time. If he thought he had a weakness, he was working on it. Better believe that. I mean, 81 points in the modern NBA. Where the athletes are bigger, stronger, faster than they were when Wilt Chamberlain put up 100. Wilt Chamberlain was 6'9" when guys were only 6'4", 6'5" playing center. Is it impressive? Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt it's impressive. But I think the 81's more impressive. Kobe's 6'6". And sometimes guarding guys 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". It was impressive what Kobe Bryant could do on a basketball floor. And you know what's even more impressive than that? His absolute loyalty to the Lakers organization. It's impressive. Nobody plays 20 seasons with the same team hardly anymore. It don't happen. And Kobe had every opportunity to leave there as a free agent when they were not putting the pieces around him, when he had no help, and they were still limping into the playoffs on Kobe's back. Kobe was a phenomenal player. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about his legal troubles in the early 2000s. People make mistakes. People make mistakes. And he was never convicted of anything. He did settle a civil suit with the girl, but he was never convicted of anything. And since that time, he has went on and done phenomenal things on and off the floor. And look, love him or hate him as a basketball player, love him or hate him because of what he supposedly did off the court, the man was a dedicated father too. And as a father myself now, I respect that. Taking his daughter to games, coaching his daughter up, and it's a shame that she was taken from us too. I read somewhere that her ultimate goal in life was to be able to play for Gino Auriemma and the Yukon Huskies. And she worked her butt off. She spent hours and hours and hours in the gym with her dad, without her dad, putting in the work to try to achieve that goal. And if she had that much of Kobe in her, she would have got it. And it's extremely sad that she lost her life today too. And I feel for the other people that were on that helicopter. I feel for them. It's a very sad situation. And I hope and pray for the families affected by this. I never want to know what it feels like to be on their side of this. I was just a Kobe Bryant fan. I just knew him as a phenomenal athlete that can do amazing things on a basketball floor. I didn't know Kobe Bryant. I never met Kobe Bryant. And I never want to be on the side that they're on right now. I can't even imagine the pain and heartbreak that they're feeling. I hope Vanessa, his wife, hugs their other kids tightly tonight and gives them a big old kiss. And because that's what I did tonight. It was just a reminder that in a blink of an eye, gone. Gone. And the plans that you had for later that day, the plans you had for next week, next year, next month, whatever the case may be, don't matter anymore. It don't matter. We get lost in daily activities, daily life routines, and most of the stuff don't matter. It just don't. And today was a reminder that you can work your whole life for something and then in a minute and a half it's gone. It's gone. And all that you are to people then are memories. And hopefully it's more good memories than bad. Kobe, thank you for the 20 years of entertainment. Thank you for the 20 years of just absolute incredible moments. As I'm sitting here talking, I can see plain as day in my mind him throwing that lob to Shaq and the celebration that ensued afterwards. I can see him hitting that turnaround jumper. I can see him dunking over Yao Ming after driving baseline. I can see that stuff, and that is a lasting memory that you'll have forever. Kobe and his daughter and the other people on that plane, I hope they rest in peace. I hope they're I hope all the families affected find comfort in this very difficult time. And I thank you for watching this. I know I've been rambling and stuff tonight, but I honestly can't put into words what all I'm thinking and feeling. It's just a very, very sad day. Very sad day. And I've been glancing up at the TV too, still watching coverage of it. I did hear an update just a minute ago from a press conference that they had that the National Transportation and Safety Board still has not arrived to California. They are on their way. Once that happens, they will be taken directly to the crash site to start their investigation of what happened. And I'm sure it'll be several months down the road till we actually find out what caused that helicopter to crash. And once that happens, the coroner will be able to remove the bodies. The bodies are still at the crash site, which is also very sad when you think of it. But life will go on. There was many attributes, many of games played in the NBA today. After it, all the news broke, the Pro Bowl still went on. Life goes on. But as life does go on, try to hug your loved ones a little tighter. Silly grudges and stuff like that you've been holding in your heart, let it go. Let it go. Because at any given time, you could be called and it could be over. And all that stuff is left unsaid. All of it's all gone. Every chance that you thought you had, every opportunity that you thought you had, the plans with your friends, all gone. All gone. Love deep. Love for real. Apologize for mistakes. Never go to bed angry. And just love life. Because it's very quick, this thing called life. And again, thank you for listening to me ramble on and on and on about stuff tonight, but I've just had a lot of stuff on my mind and in my heart. Kobe, rest in peace. And be sure to tune in to future episodes on the Glass when we get back to regularly scheduled programming. Super Bowl's coming up. There's big games in college coming up, but we're not going to talk about those tonight. But keep everybody affected by this in your thoughts. Pray for them. And we'll get back to regular scheduled program on the Glass next time. But you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next time on the Glass.